I have some truly terrible news. I know this is like a reoccurring theme on the channel, but a couple days ago, around about a week ago, I made a video called The Best News in 10 Years. And in that video, I made a truly amazing discovery. But I have to tell you, I do have some bad news. You've been bamboozled, you've been lied to, and that best news in 10 years isn't happening. Now, in that video, I talked about one of my favorite childhood games, Team Fortress 2. I played on the Xbox 360 as a kid, and on it you had the Orange Box, which was a collection of Valve games, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2. Now, I moved over to PC because, you know, the Xbox version, it's just dead in the water. There's probably like 3 people in Russia playing it now. But when I moved over to the PC, there was not really that much content in regards of TF2. But in said video, I talked about TF2 getting a massive update. Now, just to, you know, keep in mind how try-hard the community is for Team Fortress 2, there are websites out there that keep track of, like, you know, when there's last been an update up to the actual millisecond. And again, like I said in that video, this was huge news because Valve don't really tend to update their IPs that much or anything. I mean, the latest thing we've got is Half-Life Alyx, which is essentially a VR exclusive title unless you mod the game. So really, it's kind of just a shill for you to buy the Valve Index, their VR kit, which is the best part of $1,000. Also, by the way, I am definitely going to do a video on like the Half-Life series, or at least Half-Life Alyx at some point. Just give me a bit of time. Now, anyway, Valve put out a blog post for Team Fortress 2 talking about a huge update. And then they asked the community to be involved as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, to be fair, for most updates we've seen throughout the past couple years, it is basically just community-made stuff that the community make, and Valve doesn't do anything. They just give it the stamp of approval. But the main reason why people were getting kind of sick of the community updates is because they were always related to seasons. So you'd have like a winter one, a summer one, and that was pretty much it. And the thing is, like, you know, once it goes past Christmas, you put the Christmas tree down, proverbially, and you don't really touch it anymore. Like, it's outdated content. Now, the original blog post, it did talk about loads of content. It was still pretty vague, though. It did say, though, some new maps, some new items. Nothing specific, but that is, like, way more than what the community has had for a while now. But the thing is, this is where the bad news comes in, right? The very, very bad news. So apparently, Valve have altered the wording of the blog post without telling anyone. They did it really down low on the sly and thought no one would notice. But again, this is the Team Fortress 2 community, just completely full of depraved degenerates. So yes, they did notice. So originally they called the update an update-sized update, which doesn't really make that much sense, unless, you know, this is Valve being self-aware that every update they put out has done basically nothing. I mean, the last update, it probably changed the Uber charge time on the medic from 0.1 seconds to 0.2 seconds. Someone on the TF2 subreddit noticed that they actually changed the wording from update-sized update to holiday-sized update. Now, like I said earlier, this is not good because there have been loads of updates with the holidays with Team Fortress 2, like the winter stuff. So that might actually be implying that this is basically nothing new. They didn't change the wording here, but they actually added something else. They said other community contributed fixes for the game, which is another letdown because, you know, it's Valve just straight up admitting, okay, community, diehard community, you are literally doing our work for free. Keep doing that. I am not joking when I say the Team Fortress 2 community, they are basically Atlas. And instead of Atlas holding the globe on his shoulders, it's the TF2 servers. Because these people, the amount of amazing work that they've done, pretty much all for free, is just astonishing. So yeah, the good news is just very mid news. Kind of like semi-bad news. I mean, it just doesn't really seem like there's going to be that much attention put into it. The thing is, I want to point out as well, there are other games that Valve has, like, you know, under their sleeve that do get attention. For example, Counter-Strike. That gets, it's slowed down a little bit over the years, but that's had a huge overhaul with the textures, the graphics, the physics engine. That gets loads of gun skins added. I mean, to be fair, yeah, it is just skins. But even the operations that they had some time ago. I think the best example I can put out that the Team Fortress 2 community is completely diehard is me, myself.
And then, oh, fuck.
I mean, I'm not a huge sweat. I don't really play it on the PC that much anymore. But when I was on the Xbox, I played it, I think, for another 2 years after the Xbox died and, like, the Xbox One came out because I was poor, first of all. But I was praying and hoping that there would be some kind of update to the Xbox 360 version because they did put out a blog post years and years ago for the 360 saying we're going to be bringing hats, pyro, air blast. By the way, that's how bad it was on the Xbox 360 version of TF2. The pyro did not even have an air blast. And you wonder why I fucking hate the soldiers so much. You wonder why. There was literally no way to counter them. This was the original blog post, by the way, before it got, you know, changed with the holiday holiday-sized update, which was a bit of a blue ball. Not sure what they were expecting with words like update-sized update. Did they really think that the TF2 fans wouldn't overhype the idea of a big update? I'm glad they gave us shit to blog about it in the first place, but what a tease. This reply here is just also pretty depressing. Other community contributed fixes. What could that mean? I mean, you know, something more specific than who knows what else. Same thing that what happened when they updated Snake Water. It was the Snake Water creator sending their fixes to Valve and Valve copy-pasting them into the game. So, yeah, again, like, I wasn't even being hyperbolic when I said that Valve will literally, with the community fixes, they take other people's work, and then it's like, okay, that's really nice that you did that. Thank you. Maybe we'll credit you. You're doing it for free. Let's put it in the game. Now, again, I'm not saying community involvement is a bad thing. Again, they are the foundation. I do want to say, by the way, community collaborations and community support, that is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that we all should just get on our knees and just, like, you know, wait for TF2 to take a dump on us with like some new kind of content. But it's more in the sense of like, when are Valve going to do something? Because at the minute, it really is just the TF2 community making content, and they're very restricted with what they can make. You know, like I said earlier about the holiday themed content, you can have like a candy cane shotgun or something, but like they don't really seem to be giving much leeway. I mean, they'll let people fix maps and stuff, but again, it's like for a game that's going on, like, I mean, Jesus, how old is TF2? 16. Jesus. And Gary's mod is 17. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, okay. So to say that, like, this is a game that people grew up with is definitely a massive understatement. I just wish Valve would give us more here. Hopefully, you know, all things considered, there might be a little bit of leeway and we might actually get some content. But yeah, I think wording it as holiday-sized update, it's not great. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I know these people are just kind of like shitting on Valve at the minute, but it is really funny. Like this one, updating community contributed localization files. I like how they just don't even care that they're just putting emojis. Someone is going to put the Among Us penis in here, 100%. It's funny because everyone who said this was going to happen got downvoted for being negative. Very expected of Valve to do this, especially with how vague the original post was. The way they worded the original post was like they were trying to intentionally hype us up. Now we just get trolled by Valve, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I like how the community was so quick to defend Valve, saying, it's happening, there's going to be an update. And now it's just, yeah, it sucks. Honestly, though, all I'm going to say, you guys on the PC, you got it better than on the Xbox, man. I was blue-balled for like 2 to 3 years there waiting for some kind of update, and there was nothing. There was nothing. No Pyro Air Blast. Nothing. Honestly, I remember on the Xbox version, all you had pretty much was 2.4, Gravel, I think Hydro as well. The only server that would be available would be 2.4, and it'd just be an engineer sat in the evidence room. That's it. And then there'd be a soldier going across the map and just one-shotting everyone because the soldier has no... Okay, you know what? I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing the whole soldier rant again. The soldiers should be removed, though. Straight up. Soldiers should be removed. Terrible class. No downsides. I'm baiting at this point.
I didn't know I had that mod on. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, it's been a good stream.